Hi, this is Flash from Handyman Answers. So I received an email about when the handyman becomes a squatter. So I'm going to read it to you. Hi Flash, I wanted to write you and tell you that I really enjoyed your squatter video. I have an interesting situation that happened to me regarding my handyman. So I think you can relate, and it kind of ties your association with the squatter video. I hired a handyman to do some work on my property, my rental property. He started to do the work, and then during the process, he said that it was much easier for him if he was to just stay at the property, and it would save time and money for me. So I thought, okay, great. That would be a nice idea. Saving money was certainly a concern of mine. Little did I know that when he finished the work that seemed to be never ending, he would just stay and I wouldn't be able to get him out. According to the law, apparently, I allowed him to live there, therefore he has rights as a tenant. Even though he didn't have a legal lease, there was an agreement between him and I that he was allowed to stay on the property. Therefore, it gave him all the rights as a tenant, and I haven't been able to get him out. Do you have any suggestions for how I can get him out? And even more important, maybe you can give some advice on how someone would prevent this from happening to them, considering I'm sure handymen are working in houses that are vacant all the time. I'm sure this has come up before and someone else has had this problem. So what would you suggest? Sincerely, Amanda. Well, Amanda, the very first thing that comes to mind is don't let them live at the property. And if you are, then make sure that you have it in writing. Make sure you have an actual signed contract, and it's not a verbal agreement. It's really hard to, and I'm not an attorney, but it's really hard to go into court or any kind of a civil matter with everything verbal, because it's your word against theirs. So the very first thought would be make sure you have a contract with a start date, an end date, and everything in between, so that you have a clear understanding in writing that they are supposed to vacate, they are supposed to be done with the job, and they are supposed to leave your property alone at a certain time and date. If you need to extend a contract because it went over that date, then you have the option to rewrite a contract and start over. But at least you have something in writing that you can go to get them out. Some of you might be thinking, well, hire a licensed contractor because that will solve that issue. But that's not the case. A licensed board will never intervene in a situation like this. So whether it's a licensed contractor or an unlicensed handyman, that will play no part in this situation, because remember, they will not get involved. The important thing is to make sure that your handyman is screened, certified by you or by an association like the United Handyman Association, where we will run a background screening and we will stand behind the handyman in our screening. So as far as getting him out, I would use the fact that he's a handyman and he's relying on income in the community you live in, or the community that your house is in. So I might use that. I might threaten the fact that with social media and everything else, you can pretty much put him out of business with the information that you have. So whether it's me going and doing it or the association going and doing it because it's a business that's registered with us, or you doing it on your own, that's probably your biggest weapon here. You can always do what I've said in other videos, and you can, go in, get somebody else to move in and out squat them and get them out of the house another way. But, I would imagine that handyman is, relying on an income from other customers as well, since I would imagine at this point you're not paying him anymore. So, Amanda, I really wish you the best, and I hope you're able to remedy this situation. And, if you'd like to share this handyman information, I can help share it through the association as well, and so that maybe others will be aware of what he's doing to you. If you have a handyman story, a squatter story, or simply any kind of a story in regards to your home or something that's happened to your home, whether it's a good story, a bad story that you want to share and you'd like me to share it on a video, please email info@theuha.net, and maybe I will share it on one of my videos. Well, for now, happy home repairs. This is Slash with Handyman Answers.